So I had someone explain critical race theory to me yesterday, and quite possibly the most simplistic way I think I've ever heard. And you definitely don't need a college course to understand this. Now, imagine 4 people are playing Monopoly. We've all played Monopoly. Everyone has their own house rules that go along with it. And with these house rules, every time you pass go, instead of collecting $200, you collect $1,000. You can buy properties pretty much as soon as you get to the board. And nobody ever goes to jail. So these people have been playing this for about 7-8 hours. So all the properties are pretty much bought up. There's like maybe Baltic Avenue and fucking like one other cheap property, like Waterworks, that hasn't been bought up. All the properties have houses on them. The game is pretty much well established at this point. 2 people of color walk up and ask, "Hey, can we play?" They say sure. But with our house rules, if you come to the table later on in the game, you only get $100 when you pass go, instead of the $200 like you're supposed to. And you can't buy any property until you've gone around the board 5 times. And all the properties cost 3 times as much is what they would cost if you were buying them. So the game keeps going, and you know, now it's gone on long enough that these guys don't want to play anymore. So they call their kids over. And now their kids are playing Monopoly. And of course, they give their kids all of the property they had, all of the money they had, everything else. Well, of course, the two black players, they didn't have anything. They were in debt to other players for all the rent and property that they landed on. So they have to pass that on to their kids that are playing. And you know, the white kids that joined up, they're like, man, you know, some of these rules don't seem fair. I'll tell you what. We're going to let you guys get, you know, the $200 and instead of just the $100. And they play for a while. Well, they get bored, so they pass the game on to their kids. And the next group of white kids say, hey, you know what? It's not fair that you guys have to pay twice as much for property. So we're going to get rid of that rule. And you know what? We're going to pay the fair market value for all the properties. Over time, the rules keep getting a little bit more fair. A little bit more fair, a little bit more fair, until finally rules are completely straight across the board. But at this point, all of the white players already own all the fucking properties and already have all the money, and all of the black players have nothing but debt and everything else that they owe to the other players, and they're getting pissed off. They're like, why am I going to keep fucking playing when I have no chance of winning? And the white players are sitting back going, well, I don't understand why they're so upset. We've made the rules completely fair for them now.